And a very good Thursday evening to you all. It's your pal right here, the one and only Black Avenger, a.k.a. the Black Azrael, Lee Sanders. Pleased to meet you. Nice to know me. Coming at you with some breaking news for this Thursday, August 14th, 2014. This is fresh, very fresh, just a couple of minutes old this is. It looks like TNA, Impact Wrestling, I guess they had got the blessing from Spike TV. Folks, they are moving TNA Impact Wrestling from Thursday nights to Wednesday nights, and it is effective Wednesday, August 20th. I repeat, TNA Impact Wrestling will be moving from Thursdays to Wednesdays, effective August 20th. Now, you all that's been checking out our Impact Showdown for the past couple of years, you know, originally Impact Showdown started off as strictly a radio show. It was one that you were able to check out live Thursday nights as soon as Impact Wrestling had went off the air. When they had jumped from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m., we did kind of reflect that change. Our model has always been for Impact Showdown to come on immediately after Impact Wrestling has gone off the air. Now, some of you that are hearing this news, you definitely may be a little bit curious about what the future holds for us doing future episodes of Impact Showdown. We'll get to that in just a little bit, but for now, let's just focus on this big piece of news that has come from TNA Wrestling. Now, if you have not been to TNA Wrestling's website, they actually have a press release for it, and I definitely want to read it to you guys, as it goes as follows. You cannot make this stuff up, too, and I know probably there's a lot of you that may be a little bit disappointed with this move, but hopefully after I've broken it down, you all will definitely be able to really appreciate this move that's going on, because I actually think this is a very smart move. Now, this is the press release that they've done, and I quote, "Moving Impact Wrestling to Wednesday nights gives existing fans and new viewers an opportunity to enjoy both wrestling and live sports even more throughout the week," said TNA President Dixie Carter. Impact Wrestling has enjoyed sustained ratings growth this summer, drawing over 1.5 million viewers each week this quarter, and it is among the most watched cable series in the key male demographics in its time slot. So that is the short, sweet version of that. You know, honestly, I think this is a very smart move. Look, I've been a fan of the TNA product since it was on pay-per-view. When it was on the Fox Sports Network or FSN, whatever the hell they were calling it back then, I remember the weird day and times that it would come on. It was never really anything consistent, at least as far as the time slot goes, for sure. Maybe, now that I'm kind of thinking about it, I actually remember times where they were like, check out a new episode of TNA Impact on Saturdays on FSN. But then, like, sometimes you wouldn't even see those new episodes on Saturday. Sometimes you would actually have to wait until early Sunday morning, the beginning of Sunday morning, to see it. And then it just seemed like it just kept getting pushed back, pushed back, pushed back. Then you're kind of wondering to yourself, did I miss it? Or are they just now coming on an entirely new, different day? Then you think about when they made the move to Spike TV originally, and my memory goes way back on this one. Originally, they were coming on Saturdays. I don't know how many of you were aware of that. Saturday nights, they were originally coming on. Then they made the move to Thursdays. And then we all remember back in 2010 how they tried to go head-to-head with Monday Night Raw. That really did not work out too well, as they were looking to try to reignite the whole Monday Night War. Did not work out. They went back to their Thursday night time slot. They did try to come on at 8 p.m. That didn't really work out too well. So then they went back to the 9 to 11 p.m. time slot. And now here they are. They're making this move next week. Honestly, I think this move is a little bit premature because of the fact that, you know, you got to learn from other wrestling promotions, and in particular, I hate to be the one to say, look at how WWE has been handling Raw and SmackDown, but I gotta go there, okay? And look, I'm not bashing the TNA product in any type of way. So for you guys that feel as though I'm getting ready to bash, on the contrary, I'm not. Look at what all was going on the few times that WWE had to move Raw around back when it was on the Nashville network, which went on to become Spike TV. It went to USA. Think about what was going on with SmackDown when it was on My 24. No, correction. WDC My 20. Out here it was My 20, My Network, whatever hell they call that network. I think it's My Network now. Then they went to the CW. Remember that, guys? Went to the CW for a little bit. Just think about all the times that those shows have been moved around in general. There's always been some type of an announcement to prepare you, like at least a month in advance or something like that. It's never as you hear the news that same week. Oh, hey guys, glad y'all been enjoying the show, but guess what? Next week we're moving. You got to do a little bit of a really good, proper build up for it. And normally, when WWE has made these type of moves go down, especially if they're looking to have their shows take on a new night for the fall, they usually try to hold it off until it gets to a situation where, okay, look, let's just ride out the rest of August. Let's make the news happen for mid-September or October. That's when we'll make the move. I look at this move that's going on right now, and there's a couple of things that I'm saying to myself. Number one, I'm happy that they're making this move. There is serious competition on Thursday nights. I think we all can be in agreement with that. It doesn't matter how much of a loyalist you are with the TNA brand. It doesn't matter how many episodes you check out consecutively, how many episodes you record on your DVRs. When it's all said and done, it's all about the ratings. It's all about the viewership. All right? You all can deny that all you want. There's a reason why this move is happening. Think about all the competition that's going on Thursday nights. You've got WWE, NXT. Whenever they bring back Legends House, or they want to do maybe exclusive specials on Thursday night on the WWE Network, basically WWE is now getting into the business of always having something really cool be on Thursdays on the WWE Network. Not to mention, it looks like until a press release is forthcoming by WWE, it looks as though SmackDown is going to be having a new night, which is going to be Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern. So you look at all that's going on. Then you look at what's going on with NFL. NFL is back. Yeah, we might be in preseason, but guess what? There's a lot of people that actually give a damn about preseason because, as far as they're concerned, football is back, and it gives them the opportunity to check out the teams, get a taste of things to come and all that. A couple of years back, I would say no less than maybe 3 years ago at most, there used to be a time where if you had cable satellite and you were looking at the NFL network, you had to pay for that. You had to do, like, I don't know, maybe put like an extra 50 to $100 out there just to try to basically get that channel as part of a package so that you could watch Thursday night games. Now you fast forward to this date, and if you have cable, satellite, hey, you automatically can check out the NFL network for free. You don't have to pay extra. You now can access those Thursday night games, okay? Not to mention you have your local networks like ABC, Fox, CBS that will from time to time pick up some of those preseason games, but regular season is upon us. Those Thursday night games is definitely going to be in heavy rotation. Not to mention, you have some of your favorite sitcoms, television shows coming back this fall. So, I mean, there's just a whole lot of things that's going on. And then let's not also forget, guys, we got NBA coming back. I believe the preseason for that usually begins around, I believe, if it's not late September, early October, I want to say, is when basketball usually comes back. So you got a lot of stuff that's going on right there, and no doubt there's probably going to be some type of a basketball game on Thursday nights, all right, depending on where you live and what that schedule is for that week. So this is actually a smart move, because if TNA wants to try to get a higher viewership, if they want to try to get a stronger rating, then honestly, I think this is the best move that they could have possibly made. At the same time, this could be TNA Wrestling's last effort. It could be their last effort in possibly trying to convince Spike TV that, hey, this is definitely a product you need to continue to invest in, because look, by us moving from Thursday nights to Wednesday nights, we're now able to bring in these type of numbers. We're now able to bring in this type of rating. Let's give TNA credit where it's due. For that spot with Dixie Carter last week, that wasn't even the highest rated segment of that night. The highest rated segment actually went to the return of Al Snow to help out the other ECW originals get the victory over Team EC3. Okay, so that says a lot right there. It was basically the overall rating, if I'm not mistaken, it was almost like a mirror image of what they did 2 weeks ago. So, I mean, although it's consistent, one could make the argument that it could possibly be better. One could actually make a legitimate, I guess excuse is the right word to use for this one, or a legitimate debate that, hey, TNA is going through a lot of competition on Thursday nights, and a lot of people have been citing this for a lot of years now. Some people don't want to buy into that hype because, you know, some feel, well, wait a minute, the same time last year or the same time a couple of years back, TNA was in this time slot and there wasn't anything on that night, and it still did. So, I mean, the proof is definitely out there. And I'm quite sure there's probably going to be a lot of people that's really going to be looking at this, and they're probably going to be saying to themselves, oh, yeah, TNA should definitely be able to bring in some big numbers now. They should be able to bring in a strong rating on Wednesday nights. It really does not mean a thing. We've seen them make these moves a couple of times now, and the ratings just really hasn't been that much of a difference. I will say that the past several months, particular since they've been doing these New York City shows, they are definitely doing not being consistent in the ratings. I will give them that. But I would really tell you guys to look at this as a move where TNA Wrestling, if, you know, maybe they already have some type of an arrangement with Spike, and maybe that news is going to be forthcoming later this fall. Who knows? It's very possible. Negotiations with Spike TV continue to be ongoing. But if I were a bet, and I usually don't like to bet, I would say to you guys to look at this as a last-ditch effort to try to prove to the Spike executives that, hey, look what you did, look what you did. You moved us to Wednesday nights. We're bringing in better numbers. This was a smart move. Yeah, okay. So that's all I have to say with regards to that. Now, we've been doing Impact Showdown for you guys for the past couple of years now. As far as what's going to be happening with Impact Showdown, as I mentioned at the very beginning, we have always come on immediately after Impact Wrestling has gone off the air. My whole motto is we want to try to give those TNA Wrestling fans a place that they could call home as soon as Impact Wrestling goes off, where they can come and they can interact with us about what it is that they just watched. And it is maybe an unpopular move, maybe amongst some of you, but we will be moving Impact Showdown to Wednesday nights. This is just a smart move for me on so many levels. Now, I'll tell you this much. I love my basketball. It would really be nice to be able to catch up, check out some of these games, also dedicate more time to checking out what WWE is doing with the NXT product, because there are a decent amount of you guys that would like for me to try to talk about NXT more when we do our radio editions of the RCWR show. So this definitely frees up more of an opportunity for me to be able to look into those avenues and be able to cover it more on our shows, especially with the sports, for you guys that do follow sports. On the flip side to that, no doubt, this also puts me in a very unique situation because, heaven forbid, we have a pay-per-view night and it's Sunday, whether it be WWE, TNA, or Ring of Honor, it's pay-per-view night. That's Sunday, Monday, basically through Wednesday. So, I mean, just think about that. Doing the after Raw goes off the air. Tuesday is our RCWR show, and then Wednesday would be Impact Showdown. So, I mean, you're looking at 3 to 4 consecutive shows. Definitely 3 every month, well, every single week consecutive, 4 consecutive on those months where there's a pay-per-view. So no doubt, this is going to put me in a unique position where fatigue may possibly be an enemy. But you know my motto, you know, if it's got you talking, we're definitely going to be talking about it over here. So we're going to try it. It goes and everything, and if we'll definitely continue to have the Impact Showdown on Wednesdays, no problem. Not to mention, this kind of gives me a little bit more of a break, basically from Wednesday night to Saturday night when we get ready to do our next radio edition of the RCWR show. So, I mean, it's helped out pretty good, but I definitely would like to know TNA Wrestling making this move. Are you for it? Are you against it? Let me know why you feel the way that you do, and we'll actually, depending on the volume of comments that we have, we'll actually follow up on what y'all have to say later tonight for a new edition of Impact Showdown, which you can catch right here on YouTube. We'll be coming on at 11 p.m. Eastern, or immediately after Impact Wrestling goes off the air. We'll cover Fallout, latest in TNA wrestling news. Check us out. Hey, if it's your first time checking us out, by the way, I'd love to have you subscribe to us so you never miss out on all the great content that we do for you here on a weekly basis, whether it comes to breaking news just like this, or we're kicking back and we're doing some really fun reviews. Do a little bit of everything, some even fun and insightful interviews. We got a little bit of something for everybody. So do subscribe, join our community, as it's very respectful. All comments are welcome. We try to do our best to treat everybody with respect and make sure we have everybody basically be treated like family here on our channel. So do hit that subscribe button, and I do thank you in advance. Definitely get the conversations going, man. Come on, I want to hear from you guys. So get those comments going. Share this number of ways. Google Plus it, Facebook it, retweet it. One of the many ways you can spread the good word about our content. One more time, catch us later tonight. It's going to be our final Impact Showdown, at least for now, as we're going to try to match Impact Wrestling next week as they make their move to Wednesdays. I believe the time slot is still going to be the same. I believe they will still be coming on at 8 p.m. Or correction, at 9 p.m. Eastern. Let me just double check on that. Yes, the time is still the same. So we will definitely be coming on at 11 p.m. That's not really too bad for you guys. So Wednesday nights, effective 11 p.m. Eastern, will be coming on after Impact Wrestling goes off the air on Spike TV. So make sure you note that down and do next time, or in just a little bit. Wishing all y'all to be safe and be kind to one another. Make sure you give this piece a thumbs up. Everybody, take care.